Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? Well, at least it wasn't ruined by football just yet. We've got another 24 hours to wait for that. But welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City football show. You know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. It's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show run by us fans and here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Morning all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, even Happy Easter, because there's even Easter eggs in the shop already. But we're not talking about Easter. We are talking about Leicester City and how bad, how pants, how rubbish they've been over the festive break. It hasn't been very festive at all, has it really, for us? We've only got the 3 points against Derby. We thought we were going to be on a bit of a roll. It's the hope that kills us, I think. It's definitely the hope that kills us. Reedy's not here for some reason. I haven't got Reedy, but I have got a new guest for you coming up any moment. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm going to bring him in a few minutes. I've just put the link in there in case anybody else wants to join later on in the conversation if they get bored of my waffling on, asking Andy silly questions like everyone knows I ask. Right, let's Ashley. I was reading that comment. Morning, Ashley. How are you, pal? Are you good?
Good morning. Yes, you got my name right eventually.
I did then, didn't I? I was looking at a comment on there from Andy. That's why I said it. Yeah, I knew it's Ashley all the time. How are you, pal?
I'm all right, mate.
You had a good Christmas apart from the football?
Yeah, apart from the football, yeah. But seems to be the norm at the minute, don't it?
It is. Our Christmases are. I didn't realise that was the first time we'd lost on New Year. We hadn't won on New Year's Eve for about 20 years. I was very, very surprised. I didn't realise that. But
you know how we like to break a record.
Well, we do. We used to like good records, didn't we? But now this year we're breaking bad records. We'll start with a question, Ashley. What are your feelings? I mean, it's hard. Just over halfway now. That was the 24th game, I think it was. What are you feeling so far in the season? So start, because it's the first time you've been on. So start from the beginning and now in about 10 words, if you can.
Jesus Christ! How long's your programme?
Well, it is Christmas, so Jesus Christ is available.
Might take me till next Christmas.
Go on, hit me with it, whatever you've got.
Where do you start, really? I mean, it's been a car crash from day one, really. I mean, do you want me to go from the start of the season or just
How
over?
do you feel? You talk about the club in general, pal, whatever you think, mate.
I think the club's a complete mess at the minute. Let's be honest. There's no sugarcoating it. I just think it's been, the fans have been let down badly. I mean, you know, they're spending so much money travelling home and away, and there's just nothing coming back. The players don't look bothered. I think Top's got a lot to do with it. I mean, that interview we did the other week, I think was just to let the fans know, oh, I am still here, and I'll just throw a few buzzwords out to you.
That was 2 months ago.
Jesus Christ, that long?
So in November, yeah. That was
so why are you? So why are you? Go on, sorry.
Like Jamie's just said, Jamie Toft here, feel like the owners have abandoned us and left us to rot. Well, that's similar to what you're just saying, isn't it? They've just seemed to have left us completely.
Well, it's true because, like, Top's on swanning off playing all these polo tournaments and what have you, while his club's sinking like the Titanic. And, you know, he's left the wrong people in charge making the wrong decisions for far too long, and it's coming back to bite him on the arse.
Yeah, I know people have a life and that, and have other things to do in their lives, like families with new children,
Yeah, cool.
whatever, other jobs and that. But when this is, you've piled in pound after pound after pound. I don't know what it is in Thailand, baht, isn't it? If you put all that money in, surely you want to get your money back, and you want to work at it as much as possible. So surely being here, I mean, I think he's been here once since that interview. That's not the sign. I mean, what's it like? People, the other directors of clubs, the other owners coming into the home games, and there's no directors, there's no chief executive there, there's no nothing there, there's nobody there to welcome them to the club. It used to be a club that we used to look up to, but now actually it just seems, I don't know, it just seems so wrong at the minute, doesn't it?
I just honestly think that he's lost interest. And that's fine. If he wants to put all his money into horses and that, fine. Then sell the club up and maybe have an owner that actually wants to be here and cares about the club. I'm not saying he doesn't care, but he's not showing that he cares, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, oh yeah, he isn't. He doesn't seem like he wants to care. I mean, there's a few comments here. There's a bit on the on old Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, about Michael Carrick. Yes, he did well at Middlesbrough, but didn't actually pull up trees, did he? I don't think he's going to be our saviour as such, but Martin O'Neill was my choice just till the end of the season. Martin O'Neill, why not get Martin O'Neill in and Andy King? Look what he did for Celtic, and look where Celtic are now. Celtic, they won 7 out of 8 under Martin O'Neill with exactly the same team, and then this new lad's coming. I can't remember his name, and he's won 1 out of 7. And it's, I don't know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, Carrick, not for me. I don't think he'll be strong enough. I think the players will just walk over him like they have done managers before. And they're still doing now, because I think player power is just ridiculous now in modern day football. And, you know, once the players have got on top of you and they can down tools like we've seen before, how many managers have we down tools for? The players. You know, like, your prime example, you've got, going off subject a little bit, you've got Harry Winks, who's the highest paid player at the club, and he's throwing his toys out of the pram. I don't want to, you know, and gets it on again, exactly. And then you can see why the players are thinking, hang on a minute, he's getting away with murder here, and we're having to do all the donkey work, and we're getting all the abuse from all the fans.
Yeah, a bit like Jamie Toft just said again. Is there anybody around to actually sack Cifuentes at the minute? There's no one there at the minute, is there?
Maybe Philbert Fox has got a say in it. I don't know.
He'd probably do a proper job. You and me would probably do a proper job than him. Aggie, he goes home and away every game. Well, actually, I think he's missed 1 game this year. You'll have to. I'm not sure about. I think he's only missed 1, but he's been going for absolutely donkey's years. Can honestly see Marty getting the sack, and I'm not sure he will, but hope he does go. So I really, really, really do hope he does get the sack. If he doesn't, I want him to prove me wrong by not getting the sack and getting us out of this shit we're in. But I can't see it. I don't think he's got the ability, the tactics in him, the man management in him, and the game management during game time to actually know what he's doing in this league, because he didn't do very well at QPR, did he? In the end, he was struggling at QPR.
Well, I think he's got the same percentage of points that he finished off with them. I think it's quite similar to what we're on now. But for me, he don't help himself. Marty don't. I'm afraid. You know, he's not even changing anything up. He just goes for like substitutions. You know, and nothing seems to be changing. It's the same mistakes being made every game. Yeah. And like we'll have the odd win here and there. It just papers over the massive cracks. That's it. Yeah, I know he's not been backed by bringing his own players in and that. But if you're a coach, a decent coach, you'll be able to get a tune out of these players, because these are on mega dough. Some of these players,
like you said, you should be able to get them singing off the same hymn sheet. At least a decent manager. Look at Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers wasn't my favourite manager, and we didn't have the best of squads when he came here. But he managed to get the best out of that group of players.
Yeah, he did.
And you would have thought Cifuentes, everyone at the beginning of the season says, "Oh, on paper," but nothing's written. No football isn't played on paper. We've got a good enough squad to get out of this division. I said, yeah, we've got a good enough squad to get out of this division, but not the way you're thinking. I honestly thought in August we'd be struggling. Cifuentes doesn't seem to know what he does. He hasn't got the man management. He can't put an arm around a player to get the best out of him. And I just don't Yeah, I really
I
sacking the
do know
board.
what you mean.
We'll come on to this bit in a minute about sacking the board and King Power out.
Mhm.
I don't think that will make a lot of difference at this moment in time.
No.
Maybe
I
6
don't.
months down the line, yes. At this moment in time, it's not, I wouldn't say knee-jerk action needed, but Aggie, please don't, not Neil Warnock, I couldn't stand that. That'd be an absolutely nightmare. Not the knee-jerk decision we need to make. We need to make more on the players and the pitch that we need. It's just, I mean, it's like Tony said, we're paying Sumeri, Winks, Faze around $750,000 a month, and they're not even in the squad anymore.
Well, that's the big problem,
money, isn't it?
That's the big problem. But that comes down to poor recruitment and bad attitude of players as well. But can you blame them? They're sitting on a fortune. They're not bothered. They don't care.
Yeah, no, they don't do that.
Half the teams are not going to be here in the summer, so they don't care if we go down to League One.
The other week against I can't remember who it was when the youngsters came on. I can't remember which game it was now. Might have been the Watford game on Boxing Day. The youngsters came on, and even though we lost it, they made such an impression. They came in, they wanted to fight. You could see the spirit, you could see the passion of the young players wanting to actually fight for the shirt. It made me feel a bit old though, actually, because Monga came on, Page came on, and Silko Thomas came on. Their average age was 54, and I'm 55. That made me feel old. Knowing 3 subs came on, didn't even equal my age, which made me feel old. But they gave a bit of pride and a bit of passion because they were not actually Leicester lads. Well, I think they are. I think two of them are actually. I think 2 of them are Leicester lads.
Yeah, 2 of them are. Yeah,
but they're in the academy, and they wanted, and it changed the game, and it sort of changed the game because the youngsters want to give anything tomorrow, don't they? Want to give everything, don't they? Because they want the shirt. They want to be playing for this club. But some of the others, like you've already mentioned, Winks, Faze, Sumari, even Vestergaard to an extent, doesn't really want. I thought Ben Nelson has been very good. So when he's come in, I know
he has been.
He didn't have a very good game, but
he's going to make mistakes. He's going to make mistakes because the team's not good enough. Let's be about right. You know, I mean, we shouldn't be pointing on all these young lads to be getting us out of the shit. The senior players should be stepping up, and they're not. But, I mean, that the Sheffield United game, for instance, that was not a one-off performance. No. That's been the theme of the season. As soon as we concede a goal, we cave in, and heads drop, and they don't want to know. And then you've got the like, you know, we're just too predictable to play against and easy to play against.
Let's just have a quick look at the Sheffield United, the goals for Sheffield United. The first one. Because the performance, like you say, the performances have been much the same. I think what a lot of fans thought was, the first 45 minutes has been a bit pants. We're going to get a good second 45. We're going to get the second half is going to be the good 40 because that's the way we're playing. We're playing one half bad, one half good, but we're not sure which one we're getting. But this one, I think we had a full 90 minutes of total pants football. I mean, from the first goal though, Ashley, I don't know whether you saw the game. It was near enough a free header. Jeffrey Tanganga, I think I've said that right. My pronunciation, people on there that watch me regularly, no, I can't. Unless it's Smith, Jones, or Thomas, I struggle.
I'm the same.
Why is the Gonzalo defending, and Luke Thomas is in the centre of the 6-yard box, marking one of their biggest. As you can see here, Tanga's near enough got a free header apart from Thomas. And the look flag footage, you've got Nelson at the front post, a Coley at the back post. I don't understand what the marking situation is in zonal defender. Why do you put your smallest player of Luke Thomas, who I think's a reasonable player? He's not the best player we've ever had. The criticism is a bit undeserved, I think, sometimes. He's better than what people give him. But why do you put the smallest player in the middle of the park, marking the 2 centre halves are going to be there? Why not put the big centre halves there? And why not Jacob coming through, storming through, trying to get the ball, punch it? You take the man in the ball. That's what I got told.
But this is the thing. It's happening all the time, though. Like, what is Andy Hughes doing, the set piece coach? I mean, what's he getting paid for? We can't attack set pieces and we can't defend them. This zonal marking, I don't know why this has even come about. Go man to man. It's old school, but it's effective. It's effective.
Ashley, you don't have to talk about old school to me, pal. I've just told you I'm 55. I'm very old school. I love a bit of 4-4-2, a bit of tackling, a bit of 4-4-2 would be absolutely fantastic. But no one plays it no more. It's not the system since Pep. But let's not go there. We'll keep going on talking about the shit. But the defensive, the zonal marking, I don't understand it. It's
No.
you're giving people free headers, and like you
But-
said, go on.
But it's clear it's not working. So how come we can see it, but the coaches and that who are getting paid good dough, they can't?
Yeah.
It's stubbornness on their part, but it's not working. And then at the end of the day, it's going to cost them the job in the end of the day.
Yeah, it's
way
like
it
Neil
goes.
Birchnick has said, should have blocked Tanganga on the run. There was no blocking. I've got a photo. I haven't got a photo of the other angle. I saw it, but there isn't. He had literally had a clean run. So where are people doing the blocking, the old-fashioned blocking work?
We're not physical enough as a team. There's the weak mentality, and it's just weak all over the pitch for me. I mean, obviously you'll share the second goal soon. You say about Thomas, but he was out muscled big time for the second goal.
Yeah, the
And
second goal.
my 2-year-old could out muscle him. To be fair,
The second goal wasn't the best. I mean, it was a bit unlucky because it looked like it was going for a throw, and he got the ball. Sorry, the Sheffield United player got the ball, and then he turned Thomas, and then it was so easy for the player to get past Thomas. Thomas tried to block him off, didn't he? But it was so easy.
Yeah.
But from this photo, he's pulled it back, proper wing play. He's pulled it back to imply
there's no one tracking him.
And all of a sudden, they're in the shit. Where's the midfielders? Where's
No
the
one's
midfielders
tracking him.
running into him? You've got the defenders there. They're following they're not following the ball or the runners that are coming in, which makes to me, if you're that midfielder, you should be tracking back and seeing that problem.
Well, I thought the midfield got outran against Sheffield United. I thought James had a poor game. I know he's been our best player, but and Skip was bad as well. I don't know whether that was too many games catching up with him or James has got the old team he's having to carry on his shoulders. That's weighing him down a little bit. I don't know. He's not going to have a good game every game, obviously. But I just thought we got out muscled, we got outplayed, by Sheffield United. Let's face it, have not even been good this season, and they've done the double over us.
Yeah, I don't know who it was after the game. The Sheffield United, one of their players. It might have been Callum O'Hare. Actually, I can't actually remember. He said Chris Wilder told us to go at him straight away because they know it would be like a house of cards and fall and literally collapse. And that's what happened.
And that's why he was laughing on the touchline. That's why Wilder was laughing his head off.
Yeah, we can't match him. We can't match teams. According to people at the beginning of this, we've got the best team on paper. Like I've already said this once, you can't win anything on paper, unfortunately. Yes, Glenn, I do. Oh, one comment. Yes, Glenn, I do understand this, and I'm not sure how you feel about it, Ash. That Mavididi is lazy doesn't help Thomas out. I think whether that's installed in their tactics that Mavididi just keeps running, but surely the basics is to track back and help your fullback. Surely.
Yeah, to be fair, he's got a good point because I thought Mavididi, once he gets the arse, he don't track back or anything. Once it's not going his way. Same with both wingers, to be fair. I mean, I know Fatah, he's scored a few worldies and that, blah, 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 but it's so frustrating. Like, yeah, you've scored a worldie, but you don't mean you're going to do it every game. Play it simple. Or, I mean, he might be trying too hard, but I think the wingers, they have like 2 good games in 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not consistent enough. The old team's not, obviously, but I do understand where he's coming from. Now, Mavididi did need to help Thomas out a bit more. I
mean, I don't know whether you saw this, but Fatah and Ricky P were having a go. We're having a bit of not a fisticuffs, but verbal fisticuffs, if that's such a thing, a verbal disagreement, you should say. Ricky P looked disgusted in, so I don't know what we're saying. But Fatah seems to throw the toys out the pram. If it's not going his way, he seems to throw the toys out the pram. And to be honest, I know this is probably controversial, but I don't know whether he's a bit of a bad egg in the group. I would sell him if Bournemouth wanted him for 30 odd million. I would sell him. I would get rid of him. Even though he's got the Mahrez look about me. He can do one bit of thing a game. But Mahrez used to do it consistently, where Fatah does it one every 2 or 3 games. I mean, he scored the goal against Ipswich, and he hasn't done anything really since then, has he? He's got 1 assist since then. He tried it against Derby from even further. It went nowhere near. I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know. It's tough. It really is tough being a Leicester fan at the minute, isn't it, Ash?
I mean, with Fatah, I think he's still young. He can still learn because he's quite a hothead, really. I mean, there's multiple times in games you think he's going to get sent off in a minute because his head goes. But I can see why Ricardo was going on at him. But for me, though, Ricardo is not a captain in my eyes.
No,
I don't think.
I honestly don't think there is a leader in there. I think Ben Nelson might be in a couple of years, but not yet. I don't think there's a proper leader. There isn't a Wes Morgan, a Robert Huth, even a Casper Schmeichel, who I didn't like being captain because he's a keeper. I've never liked that. But there's people in there that could give you a bollocking if you needed it. But I don't think Ricky P is a teacup thrower, an effer and a blinder. I don't think he's that kind of person, which is what we need. We need someone to take the scruff by the scruff of the neck. I don't even think I think Vardy might have been a little bit, but I don't even think he would have given it large. But I think that's gone out the game nowadays. There isn't the teacup throwers or the effort and general captains anymore. I think it's what we need. We need to kick up the arse, don't we?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, that's why we are where we are, because it was soft underbelly. You know, there's no one there to grab them by the scruff of the neck and go, "Come on, sort yourselves out." And that, you know, it's just like, "Oh yeah, oh well, we're 3-0 down again. Oh well, who cares?" Yeah. Well, the fans care. Like, it's for them.
Yeah, it seems like our confidence is lower than a snake's belly at the minute, unfortunately. But going back to the game though, and then it's like you say, it's the same mistakes time after time. Even the third goal was very similar. I mean, it could literally be a replay of the second goal. Got to the byline, which neither of our wingers do. They try and cut back and cross it in. Very rarely our wingers, but Sheffield United constantly did this. Went to the byline, cut it back, and again, where's the midfielder? They're not chasing back. They're not covering. They're not marking the runs, which again, you would have thought actually would have been the basics of football. If a runner's going, your midfielders should be making the runs back and covering.
But that's the thing, though. They're not getting the basics right. This is why we're so inconsistent, because they can't even get the basics right. These are professional footballers. They can't even track runners, or, you know, it's just bog standards. They can't even take a set piece, for God's sake.
Can't even take throw-ins anymore, can they? Every throw seems to be a bloody foul throw. The referee lets them get away with it.
It's just
the same. Go on.
It's infuriating, because like they seem to be going like 2 steps forward and then about 1,000 back. You know, when you think we're just turning a corner and then it's bang, they do the same mistake again, and it's like, and then once that first goal gets conceded, their heads drop off. That's it. Yeah. They're gone. And then 19 games without a clean sheet as well. That is disgraceful in my eyes.
Wolves in the Premiership in the same time are only on 6 points. They've had 2 clean sheets and they're bottom of the Premiership.
There you go.
And they're absolutely shocking. It's unbelievable. And
we're in the Championship.
Yeah, 9 and meant to be a better team than, but it's unbelievable how we just can't keep clean sheets. We just keep making the same mistakes.
That's a mental thing, surely, as well.
Go on.
That's a mentality thing as well, though, surely. Creeping in.
This question from Dean. What do they do all week? So Quincy says we've been working on it all week, but what do they actually do at the holiday camp that is Seagrave? I mean, I hate Seagrave, so let's not get started on that one. But it's a bit of a white elephant for me, that is. But what do they do? What do they train in midweek? I'd love to know what's going on there, Ashley. I don't know.
I think it's it might be one of the best facilities in the world, but it's one of the worst things we ever did moving there.
Yeah, I've said that from the very start.
Might be controversial, but I think the players treat it like a spa day every time they go in.
Yeah, I mean, they've got hotel, golf course. You can walk your dog there if you want.
Yeah, well, depending who you are.
Yeah, depending who you are.
I just think the mentality of the whole club is wrong. And if I was top, I'd be like, I need to be there. If he's supposed to be hands-on as he says he's going to be, well, you should be going down there and seeing what's going on in front of your eyes instead of getting feedback off Bleeding Rudkin, who's, you know, let's not even go there with him. That's a total different episode, that.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It certainly is. Jacob, again, seems a bit sloppy at times. I'm not sure whether Berkovic should come back in. Yes, probably. Bit more experience. We looked a bit more safer back when he was in goal a few weeks ago. But last year we were crying out for Strarkovic to be in goal when Mads was out, weren't it? Mads came back in and he didn't look. And then we wanted him in. We wanted him in the net. It was, but now this year, like I say, the confidence has gone from every player. I think it really has.
I think with Jakub, I think he's always got a can I say fuck up in him?
Yeah, no problem.
His distribution's terrible. But then again, he ain't got a very good defence in front of him.
But the thing is, though, you say distribution is terrible. Who's he distributing it to? When he pumps it upfield, there's no tall in there, is there? And they're always going to wins.
That's when he's not kicking out of play.
Oh, yeah.
But
Neil says, another pet hate of mine is Starkovic punching all the time when often catching should be simple. I think it's part of the modern day football, though, isn't it? To try and punch it. But sometimes he's not even there and he's, I don't know, it's like Superman and he's missing and he lands on his arse and then it's, I really don't know.
I don't think he's strong enough. And I know he's still young, but it's the same as Thomas and as well. Just because they're one of our own, it doesn't mean they're good enough. I know it sounds a bit harsh, but it's like you've still got to be good enough. It don't mean because we've brought you through the academy, and that doesn't mean you're entitled to play and start. He's made a lot of mistakes. Let's be honest. He's made a few good saves as well. But I think we look more assured when Begovic was in goal, and we probably need that bit more experience, going forward, just till the end of the season, because we're in a relegation battle, whether you like it or not.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. I mean, I get pelters for saying this. Players are told to play that way, or are they? Well, unless they're trying to get rid of the manager installs the tactics, and that's the way they play. And all this tippy-tappy football. At one point, Leicester had a corner, and they took a short corner. 3 passes later, it was back at Starkovic. How is that an advantage to us, having a short corner that goes back to our own keeper? What kind of tactics is that, Ashley, that it goes... That's the first thing in their minds. Oh, we must play it backwards. Play it sideways. Why not have a go? Why not have a pop? What's happened to having a shot at goal? What's happened to having a shot at goal? It might take a deflection. It might be a rebound. The keeper might make a save and push it onto the post and you get something. We don't seem to want to do that. I think we had a goal, I hate the XG, of 0.02, I think it was, before we scored the goal. I absolutely hate that XG, but it's part of the game now. People look at that. And we just don't make any chances. We don't create anything for the strikers. And it's just football is about scoring goals and keeping clean sheets, of course, but ultimately scoring goals. If you score more than the opposition, you win the game.
Yeah.
We're not scoring goals. If it hadn't been for Justin James, I think that was his 8th goal. Jordan James, sorry. That'd been I think that was his 8th goal. If it hadn't been for him, look where we would have been. I think we'd have been right in the shit even more.
Yeah. And that's the thing, ain't it? I mean, we're relying on one player this season, because all the rest are not, who would just say is the nailed on starter? I'd say James. That's it. Well, Bobby Reid, he's got chipped in with the odd goal in that. But, we haven't got, it all stems for not having good recruitment. I mean, the new Jamie Vardy was leaving a long time ago. And they failed to ignore that and thought that Daka and Ayew were going to fire us back to the Premier League, and then panicked and got Carranza in, and look how well that worked out.
What about Jake Evans? Why not have him on the bench? Why not have some youth? He's not scoring goals for fun. We had Mark Goodacre on here a couple of weeks ago, and he says he looks good, but it's the under-21s. It's different kind of football. But he's got confidence of scoring goals. You need strikers to hear the ball hitting the back of the net. And if it doesn't hit the back of the net, the confidence goes, and it's a nice sound when it hits. So Jake Evans has got that, but he can't even get in the squad. And I thought he would be able to get in the squad this year. We've not got a striker. Mikel Antonio's been there 2 weeks training, and we still haven't sorted anything out. Yes, he might have dodgy legs, but I think he'd be better with 2 dodgy legs than Jordan Ayew up front, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. On the Antonio thing, I think putting all our eggs in one basket over, let's face it, he's not played for a year. Both his legs nearly got amputated after his car crash. Is this how low we've got now then, is it? You're saying we've not got funds to at least, let's bring a half-decent player in on loan that you've actually scouted.
Well, yeah, there is that point. But you won't get a decent striker or half-decent striker coming to a club like us at the minute. 5-6 years ago, maybe. but not now. We're not in that They're not in that position to encourage people because we haven't got the money. I mean, it's like everyone's saying about Tom Cannon. There were 3 managers here. He was worked under 3 managers, and not one of them wanted him here. So even though he scored 2 goals against us, whether he looked good when he came on, but it's the managers that think, well, he can't be that good if he got rid of him. Everyone keeps saying we should have kept Tom Cannon, but how good actually was he? That was the thing.
Yeah, he was never going to get a chance while Vardy was here, though. Let's face it.
No, who was?
That's what I mean. But then, if you can't get it in front of Daka, then you know what I mean. I mean, Daka's probably one of the worst footballers I've ever seen, and that's being polite. He runs about.
I think a lot of that actually comes down to creativity as well. We haven't got the creativity. I know he's missed a few chances this year, but he hasn't. We're not actually making chances for him to miss, really. I know what you mean. I understand he's not been the best since that first season. I totally agree with you. He's not been the best since then. But this year, we're not making. We haven't got. I know we're never going to get that kind of James Maddison player, but we're not going to. We're not making the chances. The strikers aren't. If you're not going into the box, our strikers don't get into the box. They hang back. It's only the pacey strikers that get in the box, but then they're not making any chances.
Well, we've got a number 9 that's not a number 9.
Yeah.
Playing up front. I mean, come on, Ayew's not a striker. He's a link-up player.
Yeah.
He holds the ball up, gets you free kicks. He's probably best off bringing him on like with 20 minutes to go. He's never a starter, in my opinion.
Same as Silko Thomas. He's a winger. He's not a striker.
Exactly.
Ayew, not a striker. So what?
But again, it comes down to poor recruitment.
Yeah.
And it catches up with you eventually. And this is what's happening now. But this is why the fans are getting so frustrated. It's because you see Top swanning off to doing all these polo tournaments and that, and showing his medals off that he's won when his club's in the shit.
Well, yeah.
Susan Whelan seen the iceberg. She's gone. She's left. And and then you got Rudkin. He's getting promoted.
Yeah.
Why?
Everyone thinks it was demotion, but really it was a promotion, wasn't it? Really.
And then you got that Martin Glover as well. So the recruitment's been terrible. And
you're talking about the fans getting frustrated. According to form, there's going to be a protest tomorrow night at the West Brom game by boycotting the game. Now, I'm in 2 minds of this. Yes, I think there should be some kind of protest, but actually boycotting the game, I think is wrong. I think the same kind of thing as Chef Wednesday did, the 10, 15 minutes in the concourse below, I think would make more of an impression because people are already getting fed up of going to games. And it's people. I already know people that are not going, haven't gone for the last 3 or 4 games because they're not fed up, but they're going to be counted as one of the people that didn't go. So I know they're not going because they're just fed up with it, which they've already walked with their feet. So I don't think the more thing would be more impressionable on the club would be, and as it's on the TV as well, fans not watching the first 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know what your feelings on this protest. Yes, I think we ought to do something, but I think the protest, like that Project Reset or Restart, whatever it was last year, I think that was done wrong. And I think this is not the way to do it. That's my opinion anyway, Ashley. I don't know about yours. How do you feel about the protest and the boycott?
It's one of them, ain't it? I mean, every fan's entitled to their opinion, ain't they? Let's face it. I mean, if you're paying money to go down for your season ticket and what have you, you do what's best for you. I personally think what you said would work better. What Sheffield Wednesday fans did, boycott the first 15 minutes just to see this is what it'll look like if we start to really protest every game. Yeah. But something needs to happen, But if I'm honest, boycotting is going to just do nothing because they don't seem to give a shit anyway, whatever happens. I mean, I think Top thinks because he did that interview 2 months ago that all the fans are going to go, or pull the wool over their eyes and have gone, he does care. But for me, I don't think it'll even make any difference.
Sando Exer says, long time, Sando. I haven't seen you, Sando Exer. I haven't seen you for a while. A boycott does nothing if you've already paid. I've paid for my season ticket yesterday, so me boycotting the game means nothing, which I think is right because they count the season tickets. I mean, there could be 20,000 people in there, and the crowd will be 28,000 people. So some people will just read the paper, Sorry, no one reads papers no more online, and they'll say, "Oh, there was 28,000 there." So they won't make an ounce of difference. But if
they've
they
already
see
took
it,
your money.
go on.
They've already took your money. They've
Yeah.
already took your money, so they're not bothered. Like,
Yeah. And with it being on TV as well, you can stay away and watch it on TV, and also right, it's on TV. It's on a Monday night. People are work of just the first day after Christmas and the New Year period, and also first day of school as well. So a lot of people are not going to go because of that reason. So honestly, I don't, like I say, I had that idea as well from Martin. Don't buy a pie or drinks protest. Yeah, I think that's a decent one as well. Nick Moore says, will Union FS turn up? They sort of had their own protest halfway through the game the other week. That was going to be my last question, but the next question will be similar kind of thing. There's been 2 incidents in the last 2 games of blue on blue in the crowd. Old versus young. Now, I'm totally against hooliganism, fighting, you name it. But is this born out of frustration of everyone, of one lot saying, oh, you can't have that opinion, and the other lot saying, you can't have that opinion? So I don't know where to go on this point. Definitely no blue on blue. There should be no blue on blue. Just keep your opinions to not to yourself, but voice your opinions on social media, on shows like us or other shows. I think it's wrong with how people are going to games. I think they're trying to pick fights a bit, Ashley, sometimes.
Yeah, like you say, blue on blue, that shouldn't be happening, should it? Result into violence with your own fans and that, it's when did that happen? But but this is what happens though. This is when the fans get frustrated and they're not getting no answers, and it all boils up. You got, and this is what happens, and that's why they need to come out and be a bit more vocal and hands-on, so to speak, as Top says. But
I mean, he's the interim CEO, and has he done a day's work yet? I know everyone can do it by Zoom and Teams and there's other things, FaceTime and stuff like that, but it's not the same as actually being hands-on and getting your hands dirty. And
you need to be there. You need to be there and feel the atmosphere of what's going on, because you can just look at the players and you think, they're not even bothered, because there's no accountability. That's why no one's putting their hands up going, yeah, my fault. They just pass the book. That's all they keep doing from top to bottom.
We ran a poll on Twitter about who's going and who's not, who's actually doing the protest and that. And at one point, it was 80% no. Sorry, 70% no, 30% yes. And now, after about 450 votes, it's about 50-50. So there's still that swing that people are not sure what they're going to do. But because the weather's cold as well, and like Stephen says, he's going Monday. I think there's more people. I don't know. Twitter's a wonderful world, that is, as you know, Ashley. Twitter can be a wonderful place sometimes. I don't trust the polls really, because you don't know what's happening with them. But it's going to be very divided again, I think, on Monday nights, which is a shame, because we don't need that kind of division between the crowds, do we?
No, it's to be honest, I think it'll be toxic again, to be honest, especially if the result don't go our way. I mean, if they're throwing another performance like they have been, then no, it's going to change, is it? And there's going to be even more fan unrest. But I'd like to say West Brom have not won an away game in 9 games, so.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
So the gift that keeps on giving will probably be given again, even though Christmas is finished.
I was having a good weekend until you said that, Ashley. I didn't need to know that. You've just ruined it. On that point, I think that's on that fantastic last comment. I think it's time for you to go, Ashley. To be honest, no, but
me. Look on the positive side.
On a Sunday morning, mate. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, pal. You're welcome. If you like, Aggie's going, Pauline's going. There was some. I can't remember who said up there. Stephen's going. There's a lot of going because they've already paid for it, so they want to. I haven't seen anybody that says they're not going because of the boycott yet. I've seen plenty of people. Oh, it's too cold. I haven't seen or spoke. Probably that's the side of the fence I'm on. That people don't talk to me about it because they're not going and they don't want to get involved. But anyway, that's another subject. Ashley, and Curtis is going as well. Ashley, much appreciated joining me. We'll have you on soon or later in the season, mate.
All right, mate. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Happy New Year.
Cheers, Ashley. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. There's Ashley. That's all you have to do. Get in touch with me or I'll get in touch with you. If you want to come on whatever Sunday you want to come on, just let me know or click the link. I know it's still Christmas. I know people are still having a little bit of family time before they go. But like I say, much appreciated. Everyone that comes on here, you're more than welcome to join. Drop me a line. If you want to come on, you know I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Insta. Just drop me a line and I will send you the link on the Sunday morning to join. So just a little bit of homework before you go. Please like or share. If you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitter, click that like, hit that share button. Be really appreciated. But once again, there goes the final whistle. So it's ciao, ciao, adios, goodbye, adieu. See you next week. Come on, you Foxes. FA Cup week next week. It's special.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.